Joining head coach Darren King for the post-game conversation after tonight's thrilling, but what a battle of a 4-3 shootout victory over the Chicago Wolves. Coach, would love just your thoughts on this when you got a little bit of everything. Another great start for your IceHogs. They get the game's opening tally for the 5th game in a row, but then it became more about the physical play and a lot of the extracurriculars as the second and third periods wore along. How did you see it from your vantage point on the bench?
Well, I think the start of the game, we were giving them the opportunities they earned, right? I think our physical play was good. It was good to see, guys like, Garrett Mitchell step up 2 fights. Ozapov back in the lineup, using his body, what he's supposed to do. We didn't back down from them. I liked our game. I liked our compete. It wasn't always pretty, but we stayed with it. We didn't quit on it. And, hats off to the guys for competing like that.
As the game unfolded, especially in that second period when it really became a lot more of the physical play that kind of took control of the game versus the offense versus defense. Yeah. How did the team keep composed? This is one of the few times this season we've seen a game like this where the IceHogs might be tested in that realm of trying to keep their composure and keep marching forward despite everything happening around you.
Yeah, sometimes it's not easy. It's maybe the refs miss a call somewhere, and it's not always easy. It's the worst probably job in hockey, but sometimes they miss a call. We get a little excited. Coaches get excited, and it just snowballs from there. I think, we lost Reeser for, 2 and a 10. Mitchie was out. Quinville got hurt, banged up. I'm not even sure. I haven't even had a chance to go in and see how he is, but so we're down players already, and everybody's just emotional, but it's good though. We kept our emotions tight. We knew what we had to do. And like I said, it wasn't always pretty, but our goalie made some saves when we needed it. And we got some goals from some guys when we needed it.
And what was the emotion like on the bench to see hard work and that battle, that compete pay off? You get the game tying tally with the goaltender pulled to make it 3-3, and then on to overtime and shootout you go.
Yeah. Well, it's as a coach, as a player, it was always great, but as a coach, just how to see the guys on the bench react to when, you pull your goalie and we score a goal to tie it up. It's great to see these guys coming together, especially from day one when we first started to where we are now as a team. It's night and day, and it's rewarding to see these guys act like that.
Greg Boyson, I see your hand is up. Your line is active, sir.
Coach, real quick, you got Alec Regula back today.
Regula.
Yeah, I'm fumbling today.
Who knows?
Number 75 back in your lineup tonight.
Exactly.
What do you think out of his performance tonight after basically a month with no hockey?
Yeah, we were concerned. We were kind of just thinking we were going to spot him in, and maybe some of the other D would get a little more ice time than him. But I think he settled in after 2 or 3 shifts, and I think he was our best D on the ice, if not the best D from both teams. He played a great hockey game. Good for him, probably good for him mentally, and it's just good to see him back in the lineup.
And real quick, from your vantage point, what happened on that period play early in the third? He was pretty sure he scored on that breakaway. Did it go through the net or?
Yeah, somebody was saying it might have went through the net, post and net or something. I'm not sure, but we don't have video review. We opted out on all that for the league. And let the refs call it. So I'll have to look at the video and see what happened. But yeah, he kind of stood there and looked at the bench like, what's going on? I scored that, but we gave him another chance in overtime and he did the job.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Patrick Williams, your line is active, sir.
Yeah, Coach, even despite the penalty.
Apologize. That was on me, Patrick. My fault.
Yeah,
Coach, despite the penalties, was it good to see your team get a little bit down and dirty with a team that has given you a lot of trouble as an older team and kind of has been a thorn in your side this year?
Yeah, they're a tough team to play against. Never mind the way they play skill-wise and the pace they play at. They play a physical game. They got some tough guys. Guys that play a hard-nosed game. That's a guy. He's going to finish his checks. Was up with the big team, so that made it a little. The guy.
Derek, I think we're losing you a little bit on that one, sir. If you don't mind jumping back in, apologize. It was kind of broken up from the beginning there. Sorry.
On my side?
It was, yeah, I guess it froze up and your bandwidth dropped out for a little bit. Oh, but I think we might have lost you for good this time.
IceHogs are not paying.
Yeah, I guess the power bill and the internet bill.
Yeah. Times are tough. We're in COVID here. You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Your videos touch and go a little bit.
Thumbs up though on the hearing. Okay, so anyways, I was saying it was good to see the guys step up and stick together and have a little pushback in that game. Like I said, that's a tough team to play against. They're a tough team to begin with, and they're a good hockey team. So I'm glad our guys stuck together and had some pushback.
And then 41 shots against a really good team. I mean, aside from the number of goals they scored, just to get that number of shots has to be good too.
Yeah, that's things we've been working on in practice too. I mean, I'd like to see, maybe some of those shots are a lot of them from the outside. I'd like to see us be a little more selective, but yeah, anytime team can throw up 41 shots, you got to take it.
And last thing, the group you had on the ice there with the goalie pulled, you had France and you had Peary, obviously. But what else do you look to put out there in terms of the mix of players, the different skill sets that you want to have out there?
It's just, I mean, it's more or less who's going, who's feeling it, maybe who's winning puck battles. It's not always necessary your top players or your skilled guys. Obviously a guy like Peary battles hard anyways, but he's going to probably have a good chance of putting it in the net. But the rest of it, you got to get the puck.
Yep.
So you got to have guys that have been battling all game to get that puck back, and we did. So,
thank you.
Yep.